Wednesday we do a Q&A about Beowulf. So I asked ChatGPT a long time ago now, and I had a big chat with him. I asked him to, I anthropomorphize him as a him. I asked him to give me questions on Beowulf. We had a bit of a chat and I ran out of credit because I had a free account. I still have a free account. And we went through a whole bunch of things. And so this is the last of these Q&A videos. Next week I'll be doing more of a Friday style video, so more on the study of Beowulf more than anything else rather than his Q&As. But if you do have any questions about Beowulf, please let me know in the comments and I'll get around to them. Question number 1, what role does fate or Wyrd play in Beowulf, and how does it influence the character's actions and beliefs? My answer to that was Beowulf's fate in the poem was to die. So when he arrives at Heorot and he's boasting to Hrothgar about what he's going to do, and I did actually write all this down earlier today, but he starts boasting about how he's going to fight Grendel hand to hand, but he will let the gods or God decide the outcome. Whoever God favours most will win. So he's leaving his entire fight with Grendel to fate. And of course at the end he does the same thing. He pretty much says the same thing about going into the fight the dragon. So fate is pretty big within the heroic code as well. Was his death preordained by God? Was he supposed to die with a dragon? What did I write exactly? Yeah, Beowulf's fate in this poem was to die. Why make the jump for 50 years before we see the dragon? It's the dragon, he is the king. Yeah, I mean, fighting monsters alone, defending people, yada 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 yada. He died on his own terms, and he let fate decide that. I guess he didn't want to. I mean, I've said it multiple times in these videos. He doesn't want to die in bed. He wants to die in battle, and so he would always run headstrong into it and let fate decide the outcome, I guess. So for him, fate was a big fucking deal. Okay, question number 2. Do you think the poem presents this as a victory or a tragedy, or maybe both? I see it as both. What did I write? I can see it as both, as Beowulf, the great and kind king, dies, saving his people from the gold-hoarding worm. But his people are not saved. Once the Swedes hear of Beowulf's death, they will... yeah. So he was already feuding with the Swedes. The reason they stayed away was because of Beowulf. They couldn't defeat the Geats because of Beowulf, but now Beowulf is dead. The likelihood is this old feud will flare up again and his people will be destroyed. The area they lived in is now obviously part of Sweden. It's around Gothenburg, I think, is that kind of area of Sweden. So yeah, is it a tale of victory? Yes, because he was a great king and he led his people to wonderful things. But is it a tragedy? Yeah, because we follow this guy from pretty much the beginning of the story all the way to the end, and he dies. He gets chewed up by a dragon. I mean, how would you want to go, really? This was a half-hearted video. I apologise. I'll still upload it because why the fuck wouldn't I? Goodbye.